Welcome back. If you didn't lose as much weight this week as you did last week, this is the video for you to watch. See if you can relate to it. You're not the only one going through this. Someone said, this is my second week trying to lose weight. My first week, I lost 4 pounds, but my second week, I only lost 7 ounces. I've done the same cardio and everything. I don't get it. We're going to break this down. My name is Reggie. I'm the founder of Fit for Freelance. I help you stay consistent with weight loss without relying on motivation. So when you look at this, what we want to do, don't make your goal to lose as much weight as possible each week because that's setting you up for disappointment in unsustainable habits, crash dieting, struggling with all or nothing plans. It's a bad combination of things. All right. It's a common mistake where people think like, oh, whatever I did on my first week, I'll do that every week until I reach my target weight. But your weight and your health outcomes are a complex outcome of a lot of different things that go into it. My experience, I have 12 years public health and I'm a certified personal trainer. I know that things like your genes, environments, and habits all contribute to your health outcomes. So even if you do the same thing, you have those other two factors. Something that a lot of people forget is hormones are on some kind of cycle, sometimes a monthly cycle or something similar. They fluctuate. Different choices that you make with your food can affect water retention. And if you were training, if you were increasing your cardio, your exercise, your weight training, you're just walking more, your body is making adaptations that will increase your scale weight and disguise your true results in terms of fitness or weight loss, fat loss rather than just weight loss, how heavy your body is to carry. I'll link a video to that below. So what we don't want to do is focus on just that scale weight or trying to consistently lose the same amount of weight. What we want to do is do the consistent inputs that help us lead the life that we want, help us feel better, more confident, and support the life that we want to live. If it's a healthier lifestyle overall, we're going to trend towards a healthier weight based on those choices. Now, what I like to say for sustainable results, you need sustainable habits. If you are just focused on your scale weight and trying to lose weight as fast as possible, what you'll do, you'll get discouraged or demotivated when you see the scale is not changing as fast as you expect. And that's more on your expectations than like doing anything wrong. People do things like this and then think that there's something wrong with them. It's only because you haven't set realistic or relevant expectations. If you want sustainable results, you need sustainable habits. Something else to add more context to this so you don't panic or feel bad about yourself is your habits start from what you are already doing, not some idea of perfection. A lot of times when people start weight loss journeys, they'll do something, they'll just start working out a whole bunch or cut out all sugar or do something extreme that makes it hard because it doesn't consider the habits that they've been practicing before they started to try losing weight, right? You were doing things daily, you were eating every day, whatever you're doing, if you were planning your meals or not, or you were just sitting all day, you weren't exercising or going to the gym or doing cardio, right? You have those habits, and those are really easy and efficient for you to do that. Then you're trying to change your habits and you go like all or nothing approach to lose weight as fast as possible. That's going to get frustrating for you very quickly. I've made lots of videos about that on this channel. So keep this in mind. Your habits start from what you're already doing, not some idea of perfection. So you want to make shifts based on your current baseline, not just things you see online and be like, I'll do that, it'll be perfect, and my whole life will change. Or like New Year's resolutions, don't do that. You're going to get stuck. All right. Have a longer term goal and realistic weekly steps that seem easy at first. Then you make them more intense as you go. And this is how I coach it with the Live Align method, breaking it down so you know what you want with your fitness, your health habits, then the realistic steps that you can take and practice and stay on track. Then once you get good at taking small steps and making small changes, then you can make them more difficult or more intense once you have some of those skills, the planning skills, the practice to do that. If you decide you need to do that, right? So, realistic goal setting is essential to staying on track with your goals. Otherwise, you'll feel frustrated, feel like, why am I doing all this stuff and the scale's not changing? All kinds of problems. So, here's an example of something I did with a client. This is what I do basically with all my clients is break it down for them. So for example, the American Heart Association recommends 25 to 30 grams of fiber per day. Most people don't eat enough fiber in their diets, right? Most people are getting about 12 or 13 grams. Think about how many fruits, vegetables, beans, and whole grains you eat. Probably not enough. And if you're not getting enough fiber, you're more likely to overeat other food groups, maybe fast food. You're going to feel hungrier. You're going to eat more, and then you're going to get more calories, probably more calories than your body needs. And that's what contributes to weight gain. So, a lot of times people aren't getting enough fiber, plus all the benefits of fiber: lower cholesterol, more energy, helps with sleep, mood benefits, and of course, helping you stay satisfied and less hungry. So, essential. But if you're not used to it, it takes a little bit of practice. So, something I would go through in a practice with a client on the Live and Line method: week one, eat 16 grams of fiber per day, 5+ days per week. Now, this is just an example. If this is too much for you to start, then we would dial this down to maybe 12 grams of fiber, or like 2 pieces of fruit per day for 3 times a week or something like that. And you can apply this kind of logic to anything. It doesn't just have to be fiber. You can do it for like exercise or gym attendance or going for walks, anything like that. So, week one, 16 grams of fiber per day, 5+ days per week. Then you go 1 week, you see how it went. If you need to be specific about your planning, your scheduling, your timing, if you need to lay your clothes out, if you need to get some new shoes, that kind of thing. See if you can keep this going for a couple of weeks. Then in week three, in a little follow up call, I set them up with something like eat 20 grams of fiber per day, 6+ days per week. So increasing the amount of fiber or how many days per week you do that thing are two powerful steps to increasing how much fiber you get or how often you make these healthy choices, whatever choice that you are choosing to increase here. So once you get more practice with that, maybe you realize like, okay, I need to improve my breakfast in the morning with more fiber. So I'm going to do overnight oats, and I'm going to find a recipe that I like that makes it easy to get more fiber. Or I'm going to start taking a fiber supplement, right? Those kinds of things are things that take intention and practice, and they could help you a lot on your health journey instead of focusing on your scale, weight, and outcomes. And then a couple weeks practicing that, you can go from 20 grams of fiber per day to 25 grams of fiber per day, 6+ days per week. And this still leaves you room for, a day where you don't do everything perfectly. Maybe Friday, you don't want to get vegetables with your dinner. You want a burger and fries, right? That's a completely normal thing. You don't have to cut out everything in your life in order to eat healthier. So, this is a process that I would help you with, or just something that you can try on your own in order to focus on the process and what's going in rather than the outcomes, and like watching your scale weight and feeling discouraged if it doesn't go exactly as you expect. Set realistic plans with good expectations so you can actually follow through and lead the life that you want. So, those are some tips. If you're struggling to stay consistent, I've got the real life weight loss check link below to help you identify what's getting in your way so you know what to focus on next. Talk about it all the time. That link is below. And then next, you can watch working out but gaining weight. Pay attention to this. I'll put that video up here. Leave questions in the comments. And as always, keep practicing. Peace.